Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. And when last we left off, Tom and the group were currently in the old former building, searching for an assassin who's fled into here from Jirinar after committing murder. Let's move on now, into another area that's doubtless full of horrible amounts of monsters. But in fact, this is just a very simple puzzle. Look, wherever we step, the floor is beginning to glow. Fascinating. We haven't been told the solution to this puzzle yet, but I do remember it. If we move from this plant to this plant, something will open, and I heard a monster. There we go, hello! It's a Krondir. Only one Krondir though, so I'm pretty sure we can take this foe down without any particular difficulty. After all, we have a lot of close combat training, which pretty much means that we can obliterate that Krondir. Alright. Take the try and the meat. We actually need the meat for another purpose a little bit further in. But over here, if I remember, there is this wall. Now this wall, if you've been in the cellar, is familiar, because this is a wall that can be broken through with a pickaxe. There we go. Switch back to Drer there for the increased light, and we'll look at this here. A massive plant. Its surface catches water dripping from the ceiling. But if we manipulate the plant, when Drer touches the plant, the roots start to move. The plant runs away. Technically, this plant is classed as a monster, but you don't need to fight it. In here are these. A luminous shape. Getting close to it creates a pleasant tickling sensation. There's one here. There's one there. But if we go back to the area that we've opened up, there's also one in here. This is the secret one. And each one of those raises the stats of the people in your party permanently by 10, for 3 different stats. The one that is secret is the one that raises your strength permanently. Now, we're not going to actually use them yet, because we're going to get a 4th party member before we leave this general area. Not the former building, we're not going to get one there. There is an enemy nearby. Hello, it's Scrin, and they're stuck on the scenery. Let's deal with them. We want to most certainly get those buffs. We don't want to wait until near the end of the game when we can get back here, because by then the buffs really aren't that useful. What we want to do is we want to wait until we get another member of the party and then use them. Because one of them, the one we revealed that was hidden, is a strength one. And the strength one is fantastic. Not only does it mean that you can carry more, but it's generally just very useful indeed. That Scrin is running away, and we'll let that Scrin run. Eventually, we're going to become fast enough that we won't need to, they won't get the chance to run away. But then again, we'll also be at a point where we won't really find Scrin 1. Let's just get these plants to move, and hello, Mr. Krondir, how are you? Let us fight you in combat! Hello. And there's only one of you, which is excellent. Remember when 2 Krondir would have been a horrible, horrible threat? That was before Drer was equipped with defense in mind. We may have lost those close range skill points, but they will come back. Also, there is a level 7. We're going to be doing more training before we leave this area in general, and we probably will... oh, hello! A 2nd Krondir. Now, this would have been far more terrifying if 2 Krondir had encountered us at once, instead of just one after another. Because one after another is, as you can see, not dangerous if you have a lot of close-range training. In fact, it's the close-range combat training more than the armor that's making these fights easier. We're going to want to get as much of that as possible. But more importantly, we're going to rather want to get as much of the long-range training for Raynor as possible, because we're not going to get another opportunity for quite a while after we leave this area. There is another fight nearby. No, it's just another one of those creatures. They are not particularly harmful. Although I think there might be a fight nearby somewhere. I think. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to go and have a look. If memory serves, we're approaching one particular trash heap that is not very useful at all. Is there a fight here? I think no. Ah, yes, there is. It's this one that never seems to be able to get past. Hello! It's a more terrifying fight than you'd think, though, because you can't see the rest of the scrim because they're in the wall. Let's see if we can deal with this one pretty quickly. Okay, step 1 is move Raina over here so that this Scrin decides not to attack Raina. The Scrin 2 can pretty much mincemeat Raina. Scrin 1 won't be able to do so well because he's equipped with the armor, but we need more armor for Raina before this day is done. Let's keep going, shall we? Scrin, well, these ones are doing particularly well at avoiding combat, or rather avoiding getting hit. Excellent, no damage, and no damage. However, we dealt damage back. If we can deal with the Scrin 2, this will make this fight so... There we go! Excellent. And I'll let you two focus on that one so that Raina can finish this one off with his bow. Who knew that Raina was quite handy with one of those? However, there's only one left, so there's no reason for Raina to attack now. There we go, 73 experience. Now, as you can see, they were guarding this pile of rubbish. This is the white ring. Now, the other rings that we've encountered have defensive stats, or do something interesting. This one appears to do nothing. The reason why this one appears to do nothing is because this one is in fact cursed. Equipping it means you can't remove it, and most cursed items in the game do something terrible. We actually don't want either of these. I don't think we have the carrying capacity to hold on to them. So let's move on. The cursed ring is not very good. There are some cursed items that you have some use with, especially if they have a magic spell that they can cast. But that one I think is just pretty much worthless, and we're going to want to throw it away eventually, before I accidentally equip it. And so, we're going to move up here. If you want to remove a cursed item, there might be a spell that does it, but I'm pretty sure there are certain NPCs in the game that can remove the cursed items, and then they're gotten rid of forever and you lose them. And now there is this. A giant maw filled with teeth yawns in the floor and dispenses a strong odour of decay. What a horrible thing! We should definitely go around it. There is a justification for every life form's existence, Driscoll. However, that doesn't mean we should sacrifice our lives just to extend its existence, so I'll go along with you on that. I've never seen anything like it. It looks pretty deadly, alright. Indeed, that is deadly. If you go and fall in that... Oh! We definitely need a torch here. You can actually navigate through this whole area without torches, and if you do, the other traps, the ones that we've encountered earlier that was blocking there, they will never actually trigger. Which is good on the one hand, but also bad because you're pretty much in the dark. Hello, Scrin! You appear to be trapped. Also, this one appears to be shut. The mouth is tightly closed. That is your hint that you can actually close them. Also, here we go. Now, this is a fight that we fought already. In fact, we fought this fight as the last encounter we just did. Let's move Raina preemptively over here. But Scrin 2 does like going over to that area. Let's see how Raina does while we do the same thing we did before. Some combats are pretty much the same as they always are. I mean, the only variables are how often you hit. But there are fights that there will be far more variables in. We haven't met any opponents yet that can do anything particularly special. For instance, we haven't done any that can cast spells or can inflict any really nasty status effects. For instance, we haven't been poisoned yet. That will happen at some point. It's only a matter of time. 1 dead? 2 dead? Oh, Raina, you didn't make it 3. But that's okay. Tom will finish this off. In theory. Whenever you're ready, Tom. Tom? No? Raina, can you do it? There we go! It just needed Raina to ready his bow. Tom has reached level 9. Marvellous. There are going to be a lot more of these this time, and we're going to actually want to deal with them. The way you deal with these is the meat. Drew throws a piece of meat into the hungry jaws. The thing responds immediately. Apparently satisfied, the mouth closes. We want to use a few of these here so that we can get an easy path back. There are 2 ways we can go. One of them is up and the other is down. I believe up actually is the alternate route that we don't want to go, because all there is here is this pile of loot. This pile of loot has a few nice things. It has some arrows for Raina. It has this shield that we probably can't carry. 2.5 gold, which not that useful. And a bow. Can we carry the bow? We might as well, it's a nice piece of loot. I think that's pretty much it over here. I'm not sure that one can be... No, that one can't be used. So let's see what we can do going down here. What we want to do is we want to head all the way down. We might as well close all of these up, to be fair. We have more than enough meat. And the amount of gold that we're losing by doing this is completely counteracted by if you have anyone fall down those, they pretty much fall unconscious immediately. And you want nobody to fall unconscious. There we go, one more piece of meat. And is that all of them? I think that might be all of them. Yep, that's all of them. We just have this one that you have to get past. So, one more piece of meat, and we are through and beyond. Now I think the way we want to go to find other things is down here. Is there anything down here? Let's find out. The answer to that question is a resounding... Oh! Is a resounding pile of scrin. Specifically, 2 scrin 1 and 2 scrin 2. I remember this being a particularly difficult fight. Mainly because the scrin 2 like to move over here and here respectively, and Raynor is going to be in some bother. What we want to do is we want to deal with the scrin 1 here as fast as possible. There we go. And I think preemptively we want to have Raynor drink a potion here. Because if Raynor gets hit 3 times by that scrin, he's just going to fall unconscious immediately. There we go. It may seem like a waste to use it only for 7 hit points of healing. It will be worth it though. Ooh, he's attacking Tom. That is actually really good. No guarantee that it will attack Tom again, but it did. Okay. Nearly dealt with one of them? Let's hope. Yep, and now they're attacking Raynor. There we go. One has been dealt with though, and now he can pretty safely deal with that scrin over there, while Tom and Dra move over to deal with this one. This is not the only instance of this fight. Oh, it would seem like we have dealt with that one. Oh, that scrin's running away. Excellent. 66 experience is pretty good. So we're going to leave. We have no desire to stay here any longer than we have to in that particular location, so we'll just move over in this direction. Ah, and one of these you have to deal with, either by extinguishing a torch or using the fruit. There we go. Do we have to go back here at any point? I don't know that we do. Also, here is another pile of loot. And more scrin. There may be 5 there, but there's only 4 here. Because I remember there's at least 2 of this fight, and this is fight number 2 of it. Let's see if we can deal with these scrin 1 better this time. 1 dead? That's much better. Much better indeed. Now we need to wait for them to move, and we need to hope that we can kill them quickly, because Raynor is in some serious bother here. Yep, 2, 6, and 5. If we hadn't have fed Raynor a potion earlier, he'd have died there. Fortunately, we have plenty of these potions, so I think that one's going to die next turn if we land even 1 blow with Tom. There we go. Nope, no hits there at all. What we're going to do is move Raynor back now. There we go, and have Dra move over here. You can have quite a lot of martially inclined people in your party, but I think having Raynor as a long-range combatant is pretty good. There we go, 1 combat dealt with. There is this pile of rubbish here that has something in it. Okay, it has something in it. It's not really a good thing. It's a dagger. I don't even think we want to carry that. I think there's better things that we'll find along the way. So let's... Ah! I remember this part very, very vividly. Dra and his companions notice a very strange sight here. The pulsating walls appear to be alive, even more than the already familiar green plant walls. An intensive hay and herb-like odour is in the air. This place has some importance. There are no enemies here in the traditional sense, but there are some things that are not good to see. And these aren't enemies, they're the same things that we've encountered before. I think we need to go this way to progress. Yes, we do. And over here is round this corner, I think. There we go. Everyone senses that this is a special place. An indescribable feeling overtakes Drer and his companions. All of their senses grow more intense, and every heartbeat pounds through their bodies. It is one of those rare moments where you can feel that you are alive. Strange luminous shapes wander through the room. At the other end stands a large transparent structure. Behind the rotating object, the remains of a human body can be seen. Do not touch this, especially with any of the humans in your party. A luminous shape. Getting close to it triggers a slight feeling of dizziness. Let's talk to this, strange form here. You need to talk to it with Drer. So let's have a conversation, shall we? The large structure is remotely similar to the forehead organ of the Iskai. It radiates a feeling of vitality and life force. The heads of Drer and his companions grow dizzy. Let's talk. Drer cautiously touches the surface of the structure. Oh, I feel something. It is as if I had touched the tri of another person, only much stronger. I'm getting distinct contact with... Ah, a complex mind. So long ago. So long. Beautiful. Speak. Who or what are you? I am... here. I am now this place. A long time ago, I was small. I was single. Alone. You were once different somehow? Yes, I was... Once I was as you. Iskai. Oh, goddess! You were once... Argim! Yes. Drer directs a short statement to the others. It's unbelievable! I have made contact with what was once Argim's consciousness. He then concentrates again on Argim's thoughts. It's wonderful to talk. Can you tell me about your past? I've been here so long, it is hard. I'm no longer used to this kind of thinking, remembering. I wanted to live. My life was so short. I was hot, so angry. Everything flowed out of me. I expanded. It's hard to talk about it. But everything became good. I live. It's wonderful to talk. Can you tell me something about your current life, Argim? I live. That is wonderful. I live in this place. I am this place. I live in the animals here. I experience everything that they experience. I am in them. I sense how they live, how they hunt and are hunted, how they love and die. It's wonderful. I am happy. I only miss little. Talks like this. And music. It's wonderful to talk. We are searching for a man who came in here. Yes, there was a man here. He was a good predator. But he wasn't the only predator here. He has been incorporated into the cycle. He is no longer alive. Did you look at his remains? We saw them in the room behind the structure through which we communicate. Yes, Drer. I will move this structure after our contact. It's wonderful to talk. I would like to break off contact now, Argim. That's too bad. I really enjoyed the contact. Please come again. And I would like to ask you something. I often remember music. Wonderful music. I miss music. I often dream of music of the crystal. Please bring me a music crystal. Promise me that. There is no reason for you to provide this crystal, except for a hint that Argim will give when you promise to do so. I don't think you gain anything by providing a crystal, but it is the right and nice thing to do. You can use the crystal we bought at Wania's on the next continent to get something really good, but there is a crystal there you can buy too, albeit more expensively. We promise you, Argim, we'll bring you a crystal. I'm very happy. Let me show you my gratitude. In the large room there are 2 sources of color. Connect them with the path of light. Then enjoy the sources of power. Now farewell. I await your return. You'll notice now that we turn back and Argim is there. And I don't think any of the those areas with the dizzying heat are visible either. But behind is this thing here. Drer and the others see the second assassin's corpse in front of them. A second assassin? Was there a first? The beasts of prey have done their work here. Hey, something in the remains sparkles at Drer. The Kenka Kamulos had an antique ornamental Iskai dagger with him. A unique piece. Finally a clue. Perhaps the old scholar Frill can make something of it. we should look him up in the council building. We don't want to take that, but we do want to look at this. This has 6 damage potential, which is fantastic. Also, there's not much else we want to get in here, but there are a few more things we can look at. For instance, this. Apparently, this belonged to Akir's murderer. 44 gold belonged to Akir's murderer, as well as this mini bolt thrower. It's 400 grams and is really, really good. In fact, I think it's better than the bow. But right now, Dre's going to hold on to it, and the bolts themselves weigh a little more than arrows. And there's a few kilograms worth of them, which is not good. But fortunately, we could dump a few rations here. We don't really need that many at the moment. So if we get rid of, say, 10, that should probably deal with the difference. Or maybe it won't. Maybe if we have someone else hold the bow, this could work. Do you want a second bow? You can hold a second bow. In fact, this is better than the bow you've already got. So for now, let's actually switch that out. There we go. Does it reduce your... No, it doesn't, which is good. And a little bit further beyond here, you can see a few of these. So it's a good thing we still have some of the meat, because there is something else we want to get behind here. There's only a little bit more of the map. It is over here, but it's worth having a look. That said, there are probably going to be some fights we're going to need to deal with. Ooh, maybe not. But we are running out of meat here. Let's see what else. Oh, hello! Here's a Crondeer. And the Crondeer is not alone. This Crondeer has some scrin with it. Right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if this bow is any better. Well, it is better. It has a better attack value. So let's see. Excellent! Now Raina can deal with Scrin 1 in one blow. Much better. There we go. We can't yet deal with that one. We're going to deal with the Crondeer first. Much more dangerous than the Scrin 2. There we go. Nope, not a hit there. We have plenty of arrows, though, so we have plenty of time to deal with this. Well, that's the end of the Crondeer. Let's see how we deal with this Scrin 2 here. A few more hits here, a few more hits there, and nobody died. But that's okay. I think this might be the last fight in the place. So let's do nothing here. Did I accidentally not click that? It doesn't matter. We won anyway. Raina is level 8. Which is good, because we need Raina to get a few more levels of experience before we move on. What else do we have here? That one is closed, but there are some piles of rubbish nearby. Nothing here. And I think we've had a look in the one ahead of us, but it pays to double check. Nothing there. Something here. Ah! Here is an axe. This axe has 9 damage. It's not great. It's not wonderful. This I was about to say fire sword. This red sword, on the other hand, it does have a magic effect in it. You see activate spell there? It is 2 kilograms, however. We do want that, but we don't want to, it sounds, counterproductive, but the amount of damage that it does is pathetic. We don't want to, equip that aspect of it. We could actually switch some of these potions over to Dra here, because Dra has been using some of that carry capacity holding the meat that we've been carrying. Hello! Oh, that's a few Crondeer. That's 2 Crondeer. That's really not good. Alright, let's see, let's split some of our attention here by having Dra and Raina deal with that one, and I think it's time for you to drink one of those potions. Oh, yes it is. There we go. Much better. Let's see how well we do. All we need is for Raina to get a few hits off, but it seems like Raina, even with the range training, is not fantastic, but it is better than him risking melee combat. There we go. Raina is landing a few blows, though. There we go. One more round. There we are. 1 defeated. Now we can start having Dra move over here, while Raina attacks with the bow. At least this way it's a lot easier to get a lot of attacks in, because this way Raina doesn't have to maneuver either. Raina can stand anywhere he needs to. There we go. Another hit. I think Raina's the only one that is... Yes! Well done, Raina! Dra is level 8. Excellent. There we are. We'll take these try. We'll probably be buying some more arrows with what we get from the try money. There are a few more things over here. Anything in that? No. Anything in this? Yes. An axe. We don't actually want that axe. We have more than enough stuff in our inventory. Is there anything else in here? There is one treasure chest. And it is unguarded. So we'll manipulate it. Aha! Off you go, Raina! No? No, it's not Raina. It's Raina we want to... there we go. Raina cannot pick it. There we are. Aha! This is what we were looking for. We were looking for some more arrows. We were looking for some boots, which are much better than shoes. We were looking for this studded cap. Definitely. That is a nice item. We're going to have to switch some items around in our inventory, certainly, but we definitely want that. Do we want the shield? I think the shield might actually be very useful, so we'll hold on to that. The leather vest, however, not so much. We'll leave it as it is there. And we'll switch back to Drer, and we're going to have to try and make some more inventory space. How are we going to do that? We could move this shield over, but then again, even with that, we don't have enough inventory space. The bow is 800. What about the broken sword? The broken sword is 2 kilograms. Yeah, let's get rid of that, shall we? Goodbye, sword. We do not need you anymore. And I think with that... Oh, Tom is carrying too much now. Ah, yes, he is. Do we want to hold on to this? We may actually do want to hold on to that. Let's see, we just need to make a little bit more space. Once we've, we could throw away some rations. That would just make space. That seems like a good idea. So if we pass over the, these potions again. 6 of them? And then we just throw away some rations. There we go. 10 of them? Excellent. So long, rations! That makes it a little easier. We pass over 2 potions to draw? Will that work? Yes, it will. Excellent. Who is holding on to the music crystal? We actually want... who's holding on to it? It's not... It's you. We want to pass that over to Drer. It's very important that we pass that over to Drer on our way out. Because we are about to leave. There's nothing more that we need here. So let's go into here and talk to Argim. Hello. You're there again. I am happy. It's wonderful to talk. We have brought you a music crystal, Argim. Let's hand this over. Music has returned to my life. I am happy. I am fortunate. Thank you. There we go. I would like to break off our contact now, Argim. I enjoyed your visit very much. May the goddess watch over you. Let's talk to Argim again. It's wonderful to talk. Did you like the music crystal? Oh yes, the music has given me great joy. I'm thankful to you. It's wonderful to talk. I'd like to break off contact now, Argim. I enjoyed your visit very much. May the goddess watch over you. And with that, we are going to leave. Because we have, oh, there goes the torch. We have no reason to, stay here at all. There we go. And the more we move away from that area, the more we head out of the former building, because we have the item that we need. The item that we needed from here was the, that dagger, our clue. And now we need to make sure we don't fall into any of these traps. I'm not sure if these ones kill you. Also, here is where sealing all of these mouths is a very, very good thing, because it means that you don't need to put yourself at any risk when you're leaving. Because we are leaving now. We've done pretty well considering. We've done very well considering. We've pretty much blitzed our way through the former building. But once you have equipment and training like we do, there's not really much you need to fear. And so, we'll then move up here, out and away. For we still have a few more... That's not where we want to go. Oh, it is actually. We can go that way. For there are still things we need to do, but those will come next time. For when we come back... Is there a Kronder up here? No, there is not. When we come back, folks, we shall return all the way over to Jirina. But first, let's get away from that bridge that's about to collapse and everything else. And so, when we come back, folks, I need to stay away from those insects that will bite us. And we'll head over to Jirinar. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. It's not long now before we get that murderer. Or at least who was involved with that murderer. It's not long now. Later.